Good morning. Welcome to another video from me talking about mindset, self-mastery, well-being. Today I'm going to talk about gratitude. Now, clearly there are some of us that don't have, any level of privilege, in particular when you look at the cost of living crisis, following the pandemic, inflation sky high. Interest rates here in the UK are high. People coming off fixed rate mortgage deals into inflation rates that they hadn't seen for a while. And so, it's easy for everybody to just say, hey, it's all doom and gloom. And I'm not saying things are brilliant, but for the few of us that are, for those of us that are in the position that maybe we're able to weather the storm, we might have to pull our belts in, might have to cut back on some things for a little while, but that is a privilege. I do some work for a charity, trustee work for a charity, and we work with a lot of other charities across the UK. And one of the things that has become abundantly clear, especially during the pandemic, that still in the UK, there are a lot of families, a lot of households who don't have the same level of privilege that some of us have. Some people are struggling to pay their bills. They're struggling to, having to make decisions between heating and eating. Charity recently did a campaign on hygiene, where there are families in the UK who are, can't even afford hygiene products. So, although things might be tough for some of us, and we're feeling stretched, and that actually, if we have some level of privilege that allows us to still, keep our head above water, then that I'm saying, we should be grateful for that. I know we get in the current world of having so many different things and being accustomed to things that were once privileged to have. They've been introduced, they've become normal everyday things. Actually, there are people, at least in the UK, and I know in other parts of the world, that don't have access to those privileges. And so, every day that I wake up, and before I go to bed as well, actually, I try and say little gratitude. I try and find, one thing, just a simple thing to be grateful for. I'm grateful to be alive. There are people that I know, and I'm sure some of you know, who have died, before their time, never got to experience life. So just being alive, is a privilege. Having a roof over your head is a privilege. If you can afford to put some food on the table, that's a privilege to be grateful for. And I know it's really simple, right? It's really simple, and almost to the point of feeling like it's not worth it. But from my own experiences and from my research and speaking to others about it, gratitude is meant to be simple. It's not meant to be complicated. It is supposed to be really simple and straightforward. And so, if you're looking at something to add to your, your daily well-being routine, your ritual, whether it be in the morning or the evening, maybe just one thing, one thing that you're grateful for. Express some gratitude for having that privilege. This isn't about me preaching to everybody. This isn't about me not recognizing that there are people out there that don't have privileges. I'm absolutely mindful and aware of that. This is for the rest of us, right? The rest of us have some level of privilege, and whatever that level is. When there are many that don't have that in the UK and abroad, just saying a simple thing, each and every day is a reminder to us as well, not to take life for granted, not to take for the things that we have for granted, because there are many that don't. That's it. As always, said with love and respect. I hope you have a good day. Take care, bless up, and one love. Peace.